Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Thursday, July 6, 2023. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Well, it is pretty muggy out there as we continue to be under the influence of our tropical air mass. We have fog in some locations down southern New Jersey. We have visibility starting to improve as that fog is being eroded away. Now, when we say fog is being burnt off, what's really happening is that as the sun is rising, it's basically warming the lower portions of the atmosphere, and that's what leads to the collapse of the inversion. So fog is basically developed by cooler air at the surface creating an inversion, and thus you get your low clouds. And so that's starting to basically get eroded away. So temperatures throughout the region range from the mid to upper 70s over the northern interior and in your suburbs, upper 70s approaching 80 degrees in your urban areas, and it is muggy out there with our dew points in the mid 60s to mid 70s. Already feels like the lower 80s in many locations. Use some caution today because, much like yesterday, our heat index is going to be pushing up near 100 degrees, even though our temperatures will be in the mid 80s to lower 90s throughout the region. We're still going to be dealing with all this deep moisture, and so that moisture, i.e. humidity, can really push your heat index up. So if you are doing anything outdoors, or you have kids outdoors playing, as they do in the summer, make sure they're drinking plenty of water and keep an eye on them. Same thing with the elderly. Now, when we take a look at our surface map and radar from WeatherTap, you can see right now not much going on. We're going to have to keep an eye out for an isolated shower or thunderstorm, especially with the potential sea breeze front along Jersey Shore, around Long Island. And also we have some old outflow boundaries hanging around the Philadelphia metro from yesterday's rogue thunderstorm. In this type of pattern, because our cold front's way off to the west here, any thunderstorm that develops is pretty much just going to kind of sit there and not really move all that much. So there's going to be the potential here for flash flooding. The key word here is isolated. We might actually just get one thunderstorm sitting around the region, much like yesterday, and so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Now, when we take a look at our visible satellite picture, you can see our low clouds starting to give way. You can see it here in the valleys as well. As the sun rises and the atmosphere warms up, these low clouds will give way and the atmosphere will become more unstable. Now, what we have right now is what's called an upper level ridge over the region. So that's going to suppress a lot of development and produce generally sunny skies throughout the region. But again, we can't rule out that isolated thunderstorm. Off to the west is our cold front. This is going to be a little bit of a problem. Once again, we're going to be moving into an active weather pattern with this cold front approaching, stalling out, producing waves of low pressure, and increasing the threat for showers and thunderstorms starting tomorrow afternoon and increasing for Saturday and especially on Sunday, where we could be dealing with some very heavy downpours. So basically rinse and repeat of our active weather pattern once again. So let's dive into our forecast. Here we are. All right, so for this afternoon, sky cloud cover. Again, we'll keep an eye on an isolated shower or thunderstorm, and they will be moving slowly. So if they hit you, they're probably going to be sticking around for quite some time. Look for high temperatures to range from the mid to upper 80s over the northern interior, upper 80s to lower 90s in the Delaware River Valley, and lower to mid 80s along the coast. Again, with the humidity, that heat index is going to be pushing into the mid 90s to lower 100s in many locations. So use caution and be prepared. For tonight into tomorrow morning, again, areas of fog, muggy conditions, low temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 60s over the northern interior, lower 70s along the coast. Tomorrow afternoon, look for increasing cloud cover with scattered showers and thunderstorms starting to develop towards the evening hours. Look for temperatures to rebound into the lower to mid 80s over the northern interior, lower to mid 80s along the coast, and upper 80s to lower 90s in the Delaware River Valley. For Saturday, again, that frontal boundary is going to be off to the west. Low clouds and fog in the morning, scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Low temperatures will range from the lower to mid 60s over the northern interior, upper 60s to lower 70s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 80s over the northern interior, mid to upper 80s along the coast, lower to mid 80s along Long Island, and upper 80s to lower 90s in the Delaware River Valley. On Sunday, again, that cold front's off to the west, but we're going to be watching a wave of low pressure developing along it, and that's going to produce scattered showers and thunderstorms. Now, this looks like a washout here, but again, This is what we call a synoptic model, so it doesn't handle the thunderstorm development very well in terms of precipitation amounts. So individual thunderstorms will be capable of producing a half an inch of rain very quickly, but that doesn't mean the whole region gets showers and thunderstorms, much like, well, the 4th of July. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that development, and also we're going to have to watch out for some of these severe thunderstorms capable of producing very heavy downpours, frequent lightning, wind gusts over 60 miles per hour, and yeah, an isolated tornado can't be ruled out. Look for low temperatures in the mid to upper 60s over the northern interior, lower to mid 70s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the mid 70s to lower 80s over the northern interior, lower to mid 80s along the coast, mid to upper 80s in the Delaware River Valley. These temperatures will be dependent on where those showers and thunderstorms set up. If you get thunderstorms sitting over your region all day, you're more likely to be closer to 80 than you are to 90. So that's basically the theme. On Monday, rinse and repeat. Cold front hanging around the region. Watch out for scattered showers and thunderstorms. Look for low temperatures ranging from the mid 50s to lower 60s over the northern interior, mid to upper 60s along the coast. Again, that influence of that cold front boundary hanging around the region. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 80s over the northern interior, mid to upper 80s along the coast, and upper 80s to lower 90s in the Delaware River Valley. On Tuesday, the cold front pushes off the coast, and we're watching this wave of low pressure. There's some question as to how much of this actually develops, okay? So we're going with isolated to widely scattered showers right now. We'll see if we continue to see this theme. Basically, what you have is a cold front off the coast and a wave of low pressure developing along it. If it pushes a little bit too far east, then you get basically nothing. So we'll keep an eye on it. Look for low temperatures to range from the upper 50s to lower 60s over the northern interior, mid to upper 60s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 80s over the northern interior, mid to upper 80s along the coast, and upper 80s to lower 90s in the Delaware River Valley. On Wednesday, another cold front approaches from the west with a threat for scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. Look for temperatures to range from the mid to upper 60s for lows and mid to upper 80s over the interior, mid to upper 80s along the coast, and upper 80s to mid 90s in the Delaware River Valley. And then on Thursday, a frontal boundary hangs around the region. Isolated shot for a shower and thunderstorm, but for the most part, sky, cloud cover, and muggy. Look for low temperatures to range from the mid to upper 60s over the northern interior, lower to mid 70s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the upper 70s to mid 80s over the northern interior, mid to upper 80s along the coast, and upper 80s to lower 90s in the Delaware River Valley. That is your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.